Hi Santhosh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Srikanth.
Santosh, go through your topic.
Yeah, okay, Srikanth. Yes, Srikanth. Today I'm going to discuss how we will create the FCCS application in this video. For this, I am using the activity guide which I have. So first, let us see what is there in this activity guide for creating the application. Here, in this practice, we will build the FCCS application, and we'll for creating the application. First, we must use the login credentials which we have for logging to the application, FCCS application. For this, I will go to the application and show you how we will log into the application. Here, after providing the URL, you will get the page like this. Here, we will give the login credentials which you have to log in. Then, after giving the login credentials, we will click on Go. Then here we will see the page like this to create a new application, and if we have the existing application means we can use this migrate option. After this, moving to the we will provide the application details and description as follows: name as FCCS and description as financial consolidation and close business process. We will give the application name and description. Here we will click on the start. After that, we will give the yes description as financial consolidation and close business process. And close business process. After that, we will click on this next. Here, we will go to the period page, details page. In this, we must mention the period which you want to choose in your application, like that 12 months or 13 months. For this, here he has told that to take 12 months, and the start year is 2020 and the end year is 2029. And the first month of the financial year is January. And I said to take the main currency as USD, and the multiple currency options should be enabled. Then click on next. We will show these things in the application. First, he has said that to take the 12 months period, and to take the year as 2020 and the end year as 2029, and we are giving the first month of the fiscal year as January according to the activity guide. After that, the main currency we have selected the USD, and we are enabling this multi-currency option, and we have the option to choose the 13 months also. If you have an adjustment period in your application, then we will use this 13-month period. Next, after providing these details, we will go to the next page by clicking the next option. Yeah, here we must choose the consolidation option. The consolidation must be enabled, and the balance sheet should be the traditional balance sheet approach, and the journal adjustment is as with workflow, and the multi-gap should be with manual adjustment, and intercompany data with the tracking, and intercompany entities aggregation must be the addition, and the CTA account should be balance sheet. And if you want to include the ratios, then we here is said to include all the ratios in the application, and is said to choose ownership management as no, and create a custom dimension as product, and is said to enable the translated currency input, parent input, contribution input, and supplemental data collection options. These all should be enabled in our application. For this, we will move to the application and see under the futures phase. The first thing is the consolidation should be enabled. Here we enabled the consolidation option. After that, under the balance sheet, we have three options like traditional balance sheet approach and net asset approach and the basic approach. And if we choose the traditional balance sheet approach means we will get the total assets as a one separate parent member and the total equity and liabilities as a one separate parent member. And if you select this net asset approach, then you will get the net under the net assets, you will get total assets and total liabilities, total liabilities, and a separate member will be created for total equity in the net asset approach. And if you just want to use the basic account hierarchy means, then we will choose this basic option. By default, if you select net asset approach or traditional balance sheet approach, the indirect cash flow will be enabled. If you select the basic, then only we must select this cash flow option if you need in the application. Otherwise, you can leave this indirect cash flow. For our application creation and the activity guide, he said to take the traditional balance sheet. After that, under this journal adjustments, he has mentioned to take the S with workflow. If we take the S with workflow means some workflow will be created before posting and unposting the journal, like submit, approve, like that. If you take the option as S without workflow, then you can directly post or unpost the journal. If you choose the no means, then the journal adjustments option will not be enabled in our application. Then the option is multi-gap. Here he has told to take the S with manual adjustments. If you want to make the multi-gap adjustments manually, then you will use this option. If you want the system to calculate these adjustments means, you will choose this S with calculated adjustments. And if you select this no means, the no intercompany the multi-gap dimension will not be enabled in our application. Here, as per our requirement, we will take this with manual adjustment. And next the option is intercompany data. Next feature is here. If you want to track the intercompany data, then we will choose this S with tracking. If you don't want to track the intercompany data, then you will choose S without tracking. If you choose no, there will be no tracking or no intercompany data will be created. And this intercompany entities aggregation is will be available for selection only if you choose these two options. If you select no means, these options will not be enabled for selection. And I am taking, as per the activity guide, I am taking S with tracking. And next, coming to the CTA account, he has said to take the balance sheet. If you take the CTA account as balance sheet in the local gap, the reporting will be based on the CTA balance sheet. And if you take this comprehensive income, then the CICTA comprehensive income member will be created, and the reporting is based on this member. And if you want to include these ratios means, you can include these all these ratios in our application. These all ratios will come under the account dimension. And here I is told to take the option as balance sheet. Here I have chosen the balance sheet. Then the local gap has CTA balance sheet has been selected, and he has said to take all these include ratio calculations. According to the document, he has said to take a liquidity ratio, asset management ratio, profitability ratio, and leverage ratio. So I have taken all the ratios. And next, going to the custom dimensions, he has said to give the product custom dimension. So I'm giving the product as. And here the fourth custom dimension is automatically selected because here when we selected the multi-gap S with manual adjustments or calculated adjustments, then one of the custom dimensions will be allocated to this multi-gap dimension. For that purpose, we have only three custom dimensions to select. After that, we'll go to the ownership with management. Ownership management. Here, the options like equity pickup and partner eliminations are there. If you choose this option, then only you can select these options. As per our requirement, according to the activity guide, he said to take the option as no. So I have selected no, and he has said that select all these options like translated currency input, parent input, contribution input, and other leave the other options. So now after giving all these features, if you want to include the supplemental data collection, you can enable this option. In the activity guide, he has said that to enable the supplemental data collection. That's why I am using the supplemental data collection feature also. After that, we will click on the next. After that, we will click on the next. We will just take a look that which selections, which features we have selected. Or if all the features that you have selected were according to your requirement, then we'll click on this create option. Now the application will be created. It will take some time to create the application. Let's see. Yeah, after the application creation is successful. Now the application is created successfully. Now we will click on OK. Let's see the activity guide. Yeah, the application will be created within 10 to 15 minutes. The application has been created. Now we will go, once we will log into our application and see. Yeah, you will get the home page like this. Yeah, that's all for this application creation. After that, we will see how to enable the new features using the enable features option. For this and this practice, we will add a new feature using the FCCS configuration widget. For this, we must we have to log in with our login credentials. After that, we will go to application and select the configuration. Now we'll go to the application. Uh, First, we will select the home page. Now the application home page has been displayed. Now we will select the application option. Under this, we will select the configuration. Yeah, this is the configuration option. Now, from here, you can enable the features that we have not enabled during our application creation. Like here, you can see the other data that was not enabled during the application creation and the custom dimensions that we have not created in the application creation. And here you can see the ownership management that I have not taken while creating the application. Now, according to the admin guide, here he said to take the to on the configuration page, click enable features, then select the ownership management and select the equity pickup and partner elimination. So let us see in the application, we will select those options and enable those features. After enabling this partner ownership management, we can select this equity pickup and partner elimination. After that, we will click on the enable option. Yeah, we'll click on yes for confirmation. So here the futures enablement is in progress. It will also take a few minutes to enable those futures. Let's see. After creating, I will explain those futures. Yeah. What are the features that we have enabled these using these enable features option? Those features were enabled successfully. Before using these features, once we must sign out and sign in. We'll just click on sign out, and again we will sign in. Yeah. Now let's see what is there in the admin guide. Yeah, the consolidation functionality that you selected was successfully enabled. Before you can use this feature, sign out and sign in again. Yeah, we have now only we have signed out and signed in again, and this enabling features process has been done. Now let's see what is the lesson. In the next lesson, we will see how to navigate in the application. In this, first we have to provide our login credentials, and we will log into our application. And now let us see, after logging into the application, we'll click on the application and we will select the overview. Then see the options that we have under the overview. For this, we will go to the application and select the application. And under the application cluster, we will select the overview card. Here you can see the overview, cubes, dimensions, and the activity reports. And here, after selecting these dimensions, you can see all the dimensions that are available in your application. And you can you will also have these options like import and export the metadata. And under the actions, click on actions in and view different actions available. For that, we will click on this action, and we'll see these options like import data for importing, export data, copy data, clear data, validate metadata, and refresh database. If you want to remove your application, you can use this option, and the inbox and outbox explorer. These all options will be under the actions card, actions menu. And now, next, click on the navigator icon and select the user preferences under tools and explore the options in the following categories. For this, we will go to the navigator and select the user preferences. And here you will see the options like general, and here in general you will have the options like the application profile name and application profile photo. Also you can keep the profile photo also. If you want to use the profile pic, you can use this from this general page. And I will see the alias setting and the approvals. Like this, you will have the options under this general. Next, in the display option, all the formatting options will be there. In the notifications, we can adjust the system notifications in the that. If you want to see any notifications, you can adjust here from this notification options. And if you want to use these ad hoc options, means you can select any of the ad hoc options from here. And under the user variables, what you have created in your application and user variables, those all will be available for selection here. You can set the preference to use which variable you want to use. You can select that variable, and you can user variable, and you can set the preference to use that variable. And in this reports, we will have the financial, or you will have the reports like financial reports or general reports of our application. And in the form printing, you can adjust the settings like the page paper size and layout and fit to and flow like that. These all options you can set here. These are all under these preferences. And next we will go to this activity guide and see, click on navigator and then select services under application, review the status. For this, we will go to the application navigator and we will select this services under the application. And now you can see the statuses of the process like monitor, email notifications, and the monthly schedules and supplemental data forms like that. You can track all the services statuses. And next we will see click the home button, home icon to return to the home page. Yeah, we'll click on the home button to return to the home page. And now you can see how we will add how we will navigate the predefined components in our application. For this, first let us see under the account dimension. For this, we must click on the navigator and select the dimension under create and manage, and then select the account dimension and review the predefined accounting balance sheet. Yeah, we will go to this navigator, and under this create and manage, we will select the dimensions. And now you can see these are all the predefined forms, predefined members that were created in the application, which comes with the FCCS prefix. These are all the predefined members. And next, we will click the home icon, then select the data. And now we will click on the home icon and select the data. And now under FCCS balance sheet, select the FCCS balance sheet by period form. Here the FCCS balance sheet is there. Under this, we will select the FCCS balance sheet by period. Yeah, at present I have no data in this application as I have created the application now only. That's why there is no data in this application. For that reason, it is showing that there are no valid columns of data for this form. If you add the data means, then you can see the data in this period FCCS balance sheet by period form. Now we will then we will click close to close the form, and then next we will click on home icon and select the rules. We will click on the close option. Here you can close the, just a minute, here you can close the form. And now by clicking to the on the home page, you will select the rules to see the all the business rules which were included in your application. First let us see the activity guide. Yeah, after selecting click the launch icon for consolidate business rule and review the fields, then click cancel. Yeah, for this he said to take the consolidate business rule and click on launch. Then in this consolidation we will get the options for selecting members like entities, which entities that you have in application. You will select for those entities only the consolidation process will be done, and you will select the scenario as actual or according to your requirement. You will select the scenario and period and year. After selecting all these members, you will click on launch, then the consolidation process will be started. After consolidation has been successful, the members will be consolidated, and the data from child to parent will be aggregated or consolidated. Next, he said to cancel this. We have cancelled it. And now go to the home page and click on the valid intersection under the application cluster. And name starting with prefix FCCS on the valid intersection page are predefined. Click on any valid intersection to view the details. Yeah, for this we will go to the application and we'll click on the home page and we'll select the application and we'll see the valid intersections card. And after clicking that, whatever the combinations of dimensions can come with the FCCS prefix, these are all the predefined valid intersections that were created in the application. And if you want to select any of these valid intersections, you can click on it and you can see what are the dimensions and members that were included in this valid intersection. After that, we'll click on cancel. And next, we will see in this practice, we will learn how to manage periods in this FCCS application. For this, click on the home icon and select manage periods under the application cluster, and verify the scenario as actual and year as 2020. And then click on go icon. let's see in the application. For this, we will go to this home page, and under application, we will have the card option like manage periods. We will click on that. We will have taken the scenario as actual and the year as FY20 according to the admin guide, sorry, activity guide. Here, after taking all these members, we'll click on the go icon and click the action icon and end of the January row, select open. Now the status of Jan will change it to open. So let's see in the application. Here, according to the activity guide, we have selected the actual scenario as actual and the year as FY20. And this on this Jan row, we will go to the action and just open this Jan period. Before you can see that the status is unopened. After opening this, the status has changed to opened. That's it for this. And next in the 3.2, we will see how to create the navigation flow. For this, we will go to the home. I will click on the home icon and select the tools cluster and select the navigation flow. First, we will click on the no home button. Next, we will go to the tools cluster and select the navigation flows card here. After that, you can see what are the navigation flows that you have in application. All those navigation flows will be available here. And now what we have to do is just click on actions and then select create copy to create a copy of the default navigation flow and give the name as custom nav or Oracle 1. Now I am creating the custom navigation flow. For this, I'm going to the application and selecting this and create copy. And now and click on OK. Now you can see that the navigation flow has been created. Click on OK, then click the newly created navigation flow and remove the task and dashboard infolet by clicking remove icon. Then click S in the dialog box that appears. Let us see. We will click on this custom nav Oracle 1. Yeah, after it has been opened, we will select remove these tasks and we will remove the dashboards and we will remove the infolets. Now let's see in the application. After removing the task dashboard infolet, then click S in the dialog box that appears. Okay. After that, now assign the navigation flow to any user or groups. Click the magnify icon beside the assign to box. Then select the service administrator group and then click on OK. For this, we will click on this magnify and we will select the service administrator and we will click on the OK. Now let us see what to do next. Now after clicking on OK, then click save and close, then select inactive to make the navigation flow active. Now go log out and log into the application. So first save and close. Now we will make this inactive to active. After that, we will sign out and sign into our application. We'll just sign out and sign into our application. You can see here the tasks, the dashboards, and infolets cards were removed from this home page. Like this, we can use the custom navigation flows. If you want to choose the previous one, then you can click on this default and you can go to the that navigation flow that created by default by the application. You can use this shift option here for the navigation flows. And Next, he has said to create the navigate custom navigation tool. For this, we will go to the navigation flow icon and selecting flow. Set default navigation flow as active and set the custom nav1 and nav2 as inactive. Now log out and log in as admin. Before this, we must give the name as navigation flow as custom nav to remove tasks from the navigation flow and assign to the power user. For that, we must create another navigation flow. I will go to the application and I will select the navigation flows from this tools card and from the navigator. Otherwise, you can select the tools cluster here and you can select the navigation flows. And now I am creating another one by selecting this default and creating another copy and giving the name, and then click on OK. Yeah, another custom navigation flow has been created. We will go to this and remove the tasks from here. Yeah, we have removed and we are assigning it to the power user. Okay. Then next, save and close. And next, we will make this inactive to active. After that, again, we will sign out and sign in. Yeah, you can see uh, from here, you will select this custom nav to. So that here you can see that tasks cluster has been not enabled for selection. We have removed that from this home page. Like that, we can use this custom navigation flows and we can shift between the custom navigation flows that you have created. And now we will see the next topic. Yeah, in this topic, we will see about dimension, like setting up dimensions. In this, we will add the accounts and entity members. For this, we will log into our application by providing the credentials. Next, to add the dimension member, we will click on the navigator and then click dimensions under create and manage. For that, we will go to the application navigator and we will select the dimensions under the create and manage. And now here, select the account dimension and expand the FCCS balance sheet and expand the FCCS total balance sheet traditional approach. That if this is the account dimension, we will expand this FCCS balance sheet and we will expand this FCCS uh, total balance sheet traditional approach. Then next, we will expand this total assets and then select the FCCS current assets account. Now click on add child. We will select on this FCCS current assets and we'll click on this add child. Next, we will see create the members in this account dimension. He has said that to create the investments member, so that we will create the investment member in our application investments, and we will take these investments. Now let us see in the activity guide that after creating these investments, he said that then click on save. Okay, we will click on save. Click on save now. Yeah, it will take 2 minutes. Yeah, you can see that under this FCCS current assets, the investments has been created. We have created the member as investments account. Now under the investments account member, is said to add child by selecting investments, then click on add child. We will select this investments and click on this add child. And now he has said to add these two childs like collective investment funds and the corporate bonds. We'll give the name as collective invest fund. Okay, the name. Here and give the name as collective investment funds. Then we will select this data storage as never share. For this, we can select here from here data storage as never share, and then we will click on save. Yeah, the collective investment fund account has been created under this investments, and he has said to add the corporate bonds member also. For that, we will again click on this investments and click on this add child and give the name like corporate bond. Says corporate bonds. Yeah, we'll take the data storage as never share and click on save. After this, we have created the members under this account dimension in the account dimension, and now we will see how to create the members in the entity dimension. For that, to select the entity dimension from the drop down. Here from the drop down, we have selected the entity dimension, and under this total geography, we'll select this total geography. Select this, select FCCS total geography, and then click add child. Give name as segments and alias as segments and base currency as USD and click save. We will select this total geography and we will click on add child and we'll segment and alias also segments and base currency as USD and we'll click on the save. The segments member has been created. Once once the segment member has been created, we will go to the activity guide and see what have to added next. He has said to add that entity 05 and entity 106. For this, we will do the similar actions like we'll click on the segments and add child to the segment dimension. Then give the name as EN01, alias as EN01, select base currency as USD. Okay. First, we will create the EN01 member under this segments. Now we'll click on add child and select this base currency as USD. Now click on save. Under the segments, the EN01 entity has been created. And now we will add two other children for this entity EN01, like EN0105 and EN0106. For this, we will go to our application and select this EN01 and we'll click on add child. And the address is EN0105 New York. Zero one. And we'll select the base currency as USD only. Then we will click on save. Then again, the member has been created here EN0105. Then again, we will select this entity 1 EN01 and we will click on add child and we'll add another child. to the en01. Here we will give the name as en1 and post, and we'll take the base currency as USD and we will click on save. Yeah, base currency as USD. We'll click on save. Now the two members have been the two members will be created under this entity. Yeah, these two members have been created under this entity one en01. Now let us see what is there in the next lesson. Yeah, in the next page we will see we'll see how to add the child under the movement dimension. For this, we'll go to our application and select the movement dimension. This drop down movement dimension, and after that under this movement subtotal, under the search for movement FCCS movement subtotal in the search box, then click the search down and select this movement subtotal and click on add child. For this we will see the movement subtotal. Here is the member FCCS movement subtotal. FCCS movement subtotal. Now we will click on add child for that member. We will clicking on this add child, and now we will add the child as movements balance sheet and alias as changes in balance sheet. Next we will click on save. Movements balance and the alias as changes in balance sheet. This is the balance sheet. Now we'll click on save. Yeah, the movements balance sheet member has been created under this movement subtotal, FCCS movement subtotal. Now let us see what is there in the page. How to add the currencies. For this, on the dimension space from the drop down, we will select the currency dimension and select the USD as input currency. Then click on add currency. For this, we'll go to the application and select the currency dimension. Under this input currency, we will click on add, and now according to the activity guide we will select the euro first. We will create the euro input currency. We will select this we will select the euro from this list. Euro, here it is. And now after selecting this, we will click on save. Now under this input currencies, you can see the euro member has been added, and like that similarly we will add the AUD, GBP and INR. After that, in the lesson 5 we will see how to modify a metadata. For this we will in this practice you will learn export the metadata from an application and then modify the metadata. For this, we will log into our application by providing the login credentials, and now from the home page, click application and click on overview and click the dimensions tab and then select export. So now we will see, we will go to the application home page. Yeah. Now we will select the application cluster and select this overview card, and we will select this dimensions. Now here we will select this export metadata option. Now we will create the export metadata process. Now he has in the activity guide he has said to select the uh, create. After that the target location is local, and now select the account and entity dimensions. So uh, we will go to the application, and we are choosing the account dimension and the entity dimension, and we have taken the comma delimited for the CSV files. And now we'll click on export. So after this, we will close this. The exported metadata files has been downloaded into our local system. You can open it, and if you want to add any metadata members, you can add it from this file. Yeah, this is the metadata file that we have exported into our local system. So now let us see what is there in the activity guide. Yeah, after exporting for file type, we have selected the comma delimited and exported, and this close the export metadata page. Okay, and in the next page, we will see how to import metadata. In this practice, we will import metadata CSV file. First, extract the exported metadata zip file and open the admin exported account.csv and freeze the top row of the file from the view tab. Now go to the last row to the file and enter these details, this account and the parent like this. For this, for the time being, I have already created this file. For the time being, I have already created that file. That file is here. Yeah. This is the exported metadata file. Here at the last row, I have given the total account. Uh, we will see account as the total account as the total account, and parent as the account, and alias default as a total account. Yes, false and store. I have taken the view valid for consolidation is false, and the data storage as store. And next, the data type is currency and hierarchy type is dynamic. The data type is currency and the hierarchy type is dynamic. Like this, I have selected all the members according to the activity guide. Now I saved this file as import file.csv. Uh, Here you can see that after giving all these members, click on save as the import file.csv. I have saved like that with that name only, import file.csv. Now after that, we will go to the dimensions tab and click on import, then click create. We'll go to our application. We'll close this. Now under the application, we will select this dimensions, and now we have completed the export option, export process. Now we will see the import process for metadata. Now import metadata, I will click on create, and now I will choose I have created for a metadata for the account dimensions. So I choose this account dimension and select the file that I have been created, and this is the file that import file.csv, and I have selected the file. And next we will validate it. Yeah, we will validate it. Next we'll click on import. Just ignore this. Yeah, we'll select the import file.csv and we'll click on import and click OK without checking the refresh database. I have selected without checking the refresh database, and now click OK and close all the dialog box. Okay, I'm selecting OK, and now I'm closing all the dialog boxes. And now let's go click on jobs and check if the job import is successful or not. For this, we will go to the jobs card, and you can see that the import metadata has been completed successfully. If you open on that, yeah, you can see that the job status has been completed. If you click on this, the metadata import was successful. So like this, we can import the metadata for account dimension. And similarly, for entity also, we will do this process only. After that, we will go to the jobs and we will see whether the import metadata process has been successful or not. And yeah, that's all for this video. And in this video, we have covered uh, like the topics, creating the application and creating dimension members and just creating the navigation flows and importing the metadata, exporting metadata. Like this, all these options we have seen in this video. That's all for this video. Thank you, Srikant. Srikant?
Yeah, Santosh. Thank you, Santosh.
Yeah, okay, Srikant. Thank you.
Yeah.